A lot of the data you'll be typing in Excel will be headings for columns and rows in your worksheet. To type the heading for a column, click in the cell where the heading is to go, or use the arrow keys to position the cell pointer in that cell. Type your heading and press Enter. I've typed budget expense and now I'll press the Enter key. You may find that with a long heading, the text spills over into the cell to the immediate right. This is the expected behavior. If you need to put a heading in the column to the immediate right, click in that cell even though the text from the cell next door has spilled over into it, and type your heading. And press Enter. You should never leave a column empty simply because text from an adjacent column has spilled over into it. In a later video, we'll see how to resize the column if you need to widen it. Otherwise, we could wrap the text in this cell so we could make it appear on 2 lines instead of 1. I'll click the cell entry, and on the Home tab of the ribbon, I'll click this Wrap Text option. And the text in this cell is now wrapped to fit better in the cell. I'm going to repeat this for the cell next door. To enter the heading for a row of data, just click in the cell where the entry is to appear and type it and press Enter. If you make a mistake when you're typing into a cell, you could just type over the top with a new piece of data. I'm going to type insurance instead of loan because I don't need 2 loan entries. You can also edit an entry by double-clicking on it. I'm going to double-click on Vehicle and take out the extra H here. And press Enter to finish. It's also possible to click in a cell and then to locate the problem that needs fixing in the formula bar here. This letter C should really be the letter P. I'll press Delete to delete the C, add the P back in, and press Enter to confirm the change. Double-clicking in a cell to edit within the cell, or single-clicking on a cell and making a change in the formula bar are the same result, it's just a different way to achieve it. If you need to enter 2 lines of text in a cell and you want to be able to choose where the new line begins, you may have already discovered that you can't use the Enter key, because the Enter key just confirms the current entry in the cell. Instead, you'll use Alt plus Enter. So I want to type the character percentage and then I want a brand new line. So I'm going to press Alt and Enter to go to a new line, and then I'm going to type the word change. And press Enter to enter all that data into the cell. Here I've been able to specify exactly where I want the new line to begin. To create a heading for your workbook, type a heading into a cell in the top left corner of your workbook, as I've done here. I want to align this heading over the top of my worksheet, so I'm going to select just this cell as well as the cells to its immediate right over the top of the worksheet. And then I'll click this icon on the Home tab of the ribbon. It's Merge and Center. When I click it, those 4 cells are merged into one and the cell entry is centered in the middle. It gives me a nice effect for a heading in a worksheet. If I made a mistake, I could simply click Merge and Center again. That undoes the selection that I made. But I like it, so I'm going to leave it in place.